Hello my loves, welcome to the weekend. I wanted to do a quick reading. You would have seen I've put some twin flame readings up going into the weekend, and this is along those lines, and it's around just going with being called to do a reading, but it's about the energies that you might see coming up through this weekend. It's an all signs reading, and if you see this reading, you're meant to see it. If it resonates, fantastic, and if not, of course, leave the rest. Have a wonderful weekend. Okay, I am being called to do the opening of the keys, so that's where we look at the four realms of our lives, which is around romance, financial, our spiritual realm, what's happening for us mentally, what can we manifest in our life. So it's a general reading, but I can never say what's going to come through. Okay, so let's split this deck out for you, my loves, and see where we're going with this reading today. Okay, so we have the four piles here. We have career, foundational, money issues. The second pile here is around our spiritual realm, what's going on from a spiritual perspective. I'll put some lovely fluorite there so you can remember that. Over here we have love and romance and all of our emotional relationships. So I'll just pop some rose quartz there so you can remember that. And then over here on the right we have our creativity, and I'll pop some red jasper there. And let me see, let's put some phrase there for the foundational and career. Okay, now everybody wants to know about what's going to happen from a romantic perspective on the weekend. Well, what's going on? There must be a reason why you are watching this reading, because we've got nightmares here. What's going over and over in your head, my darling? There is somebody, the Knight of Swords is causing you some of these nightmares, and we have, look, you have got here some energy that is just that you've got the Eight of Swords and you've got the Ten of Wands. So somebody watching this is feeling quite weighed down from an emotional perspective, which can kind of explain why I get called to do readings sometimes. So this is quite a weight here. We're going to drill down on this to get some more clues about how you can work through this, my love, as we go into the weekend. These are very weighty issues with this particular person, and it's a Knight coming through. Great energy from that person, probably doesn't know the power of their own words, and you've got a lot of swords here, right? So let's move through that in a moment when we drill down further in the reading on that realm. Okay, sorry, I'll put that back there. Okay, so from a creative perspective, we've got the Page of Pentacles. Wow, we've got the Ace of Pentacles. We've got the Two of Swords, and we've got the Ten of Pentacles there for the top four. And this is the thing, you've got great opportunity this weekend to tap into a project that you have been wanting to work on. With the Ace of Coins, you've got some choices there. I'm going to say, when I see this come up and it's about creativity, you oh well, should I do this hobby or should I do that hobby? Which one's going to give me a career, income, that kind of thing? You're not looking to your heart and finding out what is really, because you've got the Queen of Cups there, what emotionally, and you've also got the Knight of Wands there. What emotionally fulfills you is your clue on what is, you can be focusing your creativity on this weekend. When we have a weekend and we've got activities happening, we've got social activities, but if we've got other things going on like these kinds of emotional things wearing us down, there are little sparks in there around how can we turn this type of scenario into something creative. Now, you might not feel in that space to do that, but you will see where there are things that your pain and your suffering can help other people, whether that's connecting with a community group, that kind of thing, and you're going to say, oh, well, I don't feel like doing that. Well, that's okay. You don't have to. But these are the things that are coming through around this to kind of deal with what's going on in that realm. Let's have a look at the spiritual realm here. And we've got the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, so again, I feel like it's almost like your true self, your true soul is telling you that there are things here that are making you feel unfulfilled. Perhaps you're looking for a romantic relationship for fulfillment, but there are other things that if you're neglecting your creativity, we are born to create, and look at that. This is about these options here. You've got here, that's the Three of Wands, it's that ship coming in type scenario. But if you are getting distracted with other things and your true self is trying to break through, and you've got the Hierophant there and Eight of Wands, I really feel like there's this, you're focused on this perhaps a betrayal, etc. Honestly, when we're focused on how and why did someone hurt us and all of that kind of stuff, the message that's coming through is you're betraying yourself. You're betraying yourself the time that you could be putting into yourself. There's a thing here to move quickly. There's an opportunity coming through for you. This could be another person that's on your mind as well, or perhaps someone that could be, in the future. I'm getting future here. And while you're focused on whatever this discomfort is, you're not allowing this person to come through. Like a soulmate type scenario to come through is a message coming through here. There's somebody waiting to come through. When you're focused here and not focusing here, I see the connection between these two on either side of you. Real strong message of love coming through for you. That you're perhaps wasting these nightmare feelings on the wrong person. Okay, that'll make sense for the person who's supposed to hear it. Okay, from a money and perspective, got the Tower. And again, if we're focusing too much in one area, the balance is thrown out. And it's all well and good when we're falling in love and everything's going wonderfully. We've kind of got this zest and energy. But when the opposite cycle happens, is where we tend to focus too much on our grief, but then let other areas of our lives slide. So let's see from a financial perspective. You've got the Moon, so you're going through a bit of a darker period here, and I feel it's because you've focused on other things. You've got the Ace of Wands there, so fantastic energy. And don't forget, and this happened in a reading earlier this last week, we've got the Ace of Wands here in the realm of money and career, finance, that kind of thing. And then in creativity, we had the Ace of Discs coming through, remember? That's telling me you are not connecting. You need to connect in those two realms. You've got great opportunities there. I don't think you are valuing what you've got, because you've got that Five of Cups there. You've got the Strength card, and I believe that you have a great gift and a great talent that you are ignoring. And the universe, when we ignore a message when it's trying to come through, sometimes gives us a bit of a shock to kind of knock us into place. I take this as a moment, if you are having this emotional kind of drama going on, I would take this as a moment to have a look at redefining and illuminating what has been in darkness for you there. You've got that beautiful Ace of Wands there to to see you through that. I love that there's an Ace of Wands here and an Ace of Pentacles, because this represents Pentacles, this represents Wands, and it's almost like you need to combine that energy to make that passion project kind of happen for you. Okay, let's drill down a little bit here. I'm going with the flow, so I am going to choose, let me see, I'm going to choose this. Let's just go with what's happening here. Spirits and guides, always there first. Let's deal with this emotional realm here. I feel like it's pressing and urgent. Spirits and guides. There's a message here in this emotional realm. A message to guide our lovely viewers, spirits and guides. Okay. There's a restraint in there, and you do have the Lovers. Okay, so I feel like there was real restraint. No more cards were coming through. That there is a message for you to hold hope. Now, I will ask spirits and guide, is it around holding hope for this person first? Let's see. Okay, we've got the Chariot. Okay, so I feel like that's about for this particular energy coming across here is for you to focus on moving forward. There we go. You've got the Two of Swords, and it's that scenario of you've got two choices: work on something that's not working, or move on with your life to something that's waiting for you. As I said, there's something trying to push through here, and I always say, when we're putting our energy into one thing, it's saying no to something else, and you could be saying no to something better here with that Lovers card. There's this real look to the future, move forward, look to the future. If this person cares about you, they will come back, they will find you. There's nothing to worry about on that front. But there's this energy around you here about focusing on moving forward. Okay, I want to pull an oracle card on this realm as well. Wheel here coming through. Is this it? Okay, yep. There we go. Okay, we have got inner peace and spiritual maturity. I think this goes on both sides for you and this person with this spiritual maturity here. And the inner peace is around you finding that you've got that, as I said, that Nightmares card over and over. And this inner peace is, love you this weekend. It's going to be hard, but it's up here. It says you are enough, and you really are. And there's a book, I Am Enough. And yeah, it's that beautiful energy around, this supportive energy from the universe around you. And spirits and guides are saying, you know, you are loved, you are supported. This is a necessary process of working through your feelings to find these true callings for you. Okay, really beautiful messages there coming through from a challenging situation. Okay, from a creativity perspective, let's have a look at what messages are coming through there. Oh, straight away. Spirits and guides, what's the nice ways we can express creativity during this weekend? Oh, interesting. I got this, I got the Chariot twice, right? So it's about looking forward. I can't make this up. Queen of Wands, Queen of creativity, you know, finding that passion again. and focusing on that passion, you know. And I often say this about when we're wanting to manifest something, you know, if you have tarot cards or something that makes you feel passionate, creative, that you've done before, something like that, focusing in on that can really open that up, you know. I saw this interview with someone this week, and a famous person, and they were saying, oh, I'm really worried that I'm not going to be as creative now that I've stopped, well, in this person's case, it was taking drugs and alcohol, and they're really scared. And it's like, until you give it a chance for other things to come through, well, you know, it's not going to happen. But if you give it a chance, you know, we do adapt. The human brain is a wonderful thing. You've got the Three of Wands there, and you've had that in this reading. It's double energy with the Chariot and Three of Wands. There are beautiful opportunities waiting for you. It's this real world is your oyster. There's real gentle, loving energy around you in this creativity realm. And you've got the Six of Coins there. And I feel like it is the universe saying to you that it is being generous to you, even when you feel that perhaps it is not. It is being generous to you. There are still gifts there for you. And we've got Judgment. And the Judgment card, for me, it's one of those cards. It's a bit like when you hear me talk about the Seven of Wands. I feel like this is sometimes misconstrued. The Judgment card is around our passions and our gifts, and are we using them for good, so that you know, at the end of our lives, can we look back and say, I expressed myself to the true ability of my gifts. You know, I didn't squander my gifts on perhaps people who didn't deserve my time and energy. Well, not deserve, but, you know, weren't appreciating my time and energy. It's about that. It's about finding your passion project and expressing your true self. I think that's a beautiful message. And there's almost like this spiritual hug coming off this whole pile here of, and heat and tingling. Yeah, there's a message coming through that you have gifts to share. It's not for you to be sharing it with people not appreciating you, okay? And let's drill down to the spiritual realm. And I'm looking here. Let's see. Okay, spiritual realm, spirits and guides. What is the message for my beautiful viewers today on spiritual realm, please? Okay. And okay. Is somebody playing music? Wants to play music? I've got like all this music coming through my head. Wow. Yeah, you've got the Hermit. Time spent in peaceful meditation and meaningful solitude. Shine your light as an example to others. Seek out or become a spiritual mentor. Self-discovery. Really beautiful message there. Maybe sometimes, you know, if you've been through heartbreak before, I certainly have, it's probably not the message sometimes you want to hear. You're thinking, I don't want to be by myself. I've got all this, you know, heartbreak. And it's like, the universe is giving you that prescription for what you need, which is the Hermit. You've got the Five of Cups there, focusing on the negative, things not turning out the way you'd anticipated. Forgiveness or self of others. Everything happens for a reason. Look for the hidden blessings. Well, that's certainly true, and I couldn't have said it better myself. It's that, you know, a door closes, another one opens. All the things that, you know, your friends try to tell you and you don't want to hear. You got the moon again on that realm. Sorry, you had the moon there, but you've got double moon. It's about to listen to your intuition and pay attention to signs from the divine. Unnecessary worry, let go of your fears, revelations that will make everything clear. Now, I've said this before in another reading for this weekend. You know, in this scenario where you have something going on from a romance, love, even a family perspective where there's friction, etc., sometimes it's just better to just give that space, and the other person, you know, can come to you and come back and feel able to come back. And you've got here the Knight of Cups, romantic, flirtatious, introspective, fickle, falling in love, being swept off your feet, a sudden love affair in the spiritual realm. I feel like this message is coming through from you of like, well, when am I going to find, you know, true love and that romantic person and all of that kind of thing. And that person is out there. That person is out there. You know, there's no doubt about that. But it's the right person for you that's not putting you through these uncertain times. Okay? Now, let's have a look at this money and finances pile here. It's one of those, oh, okay. And this little one came out on the side. Now, I've got a few coming out here. Let me see what this is. There. And that one jumped as well. Okay, let's have a look. Well, Four of Pentacles. I say this all the time. I can't make this up. So hold on to your money. And the Four of Pentacles is when we hold on a bit too tightly. I believe that is more around the universe does provide. So don't be fearful about money. And you've got the Three of Swords feeding into what was happening over here. And this grief that's in the background, really. I don't feel it's a grief and loss of money. However, if you lose focus on it during this time, and look at that again, as I say, I can't make this up. You've got the Ace of Pentacles, and that means you've got a double ace on this pile. You had the Ace of Wands, now the Ace of Pentacles, reconfirming that energy there, and we had the Ace of Pentacles on the creativity side. Okay, my lovely, I would like to close out with an oracle card as well, just for the overarching energy here. For the reading, a final message for you, which is reparenting yourself. And that really is this beautiful energy coming through in this reading. And, you know, sometimes our own parents may have not done some stellar things at different times. Sometimes they were amazing. But this reparenting yourself is about that. Letting go any ideas about, you know, what your parents and how you should and shouldn't have been brought up, etc. And being that person for yourself is a very empowering thing. If you've ever done any inner child work or any shadow work, it's very empowering, much more empowering than you probably think, to do that kind of work. And I've, you know, talked about this before around all of the beautiful efforts that we make when we're in love with another person. You know, we make sure our house is clean when they come and visit. You know, we put on nice clothes. We get dressed up. You know, if we've got good self-esteem and you know, we cook for them, or we'll do nice things, we'll buy them nice things, perhaps, whatever is your particular way of expressing love and connection. And, you know, even things like sending them messages and that kind of thing. Well, when do you do that for yourself? You know, writing down things that you do like about yourself, and start with something. Everybody has beautiful things about them, and give yourself a chance to, reparent yourself. Some people, you know, will have a photo of themselves as a child that gives them a nice memory, and just imagine that person with you and reparenting them. And I think that's a beautiful opportunity if you do have these kind of worries in the background going into this weekend, to give yourself permission to just be you for the weekend and look after you, is a message coming through. Okay, my loves, thank you so much if you've made it this far through the video, for honouring me with your space today. I do take that very seriously in the time that you share with me here and the messages that we do receive during these sessions. So thank you. As always, take care and have a beautiful day. And if you like this video, please drop a like below. A comment would be wonderful. And if you'd like updates on readings like these, I will do these every weekend, and then during the week I'm doing some other readings as well. That would be wonderful. Okay, as always, take care and have a beautiful day. Bye bye.